You're listening to a Durham WhoSoc production.
Shut it, it's not that bad.
What the hell's going on?
Good question. You know when you take a driving lesson and the instructor's constantly telling you to check your mirrors so you don't crash and end up in a massive pile-up?
Never took driving lessons, but sure.
Well, this thing doesn't have mirrors. Just take a look.
Ah, you found the pile-up.
AKA an intergalactic war zone. No big deal. Can't stay still long enough to dematerialise. Ugh, if they could stop shooting for 1 second. Hang on.
Is that bad? What's on fire?
No, it's not us. We're picking up a distress signal close by. Crashing spaceship, people to protect. The game is afoot.
Doctor Who Out of the Shadows. Episode 8, The Rutan Stowaway. Written and directed by Jacob Cook.
The engines are shot. Nothing we can do.
So, we're dead. Captain JONSKI, are we dead?
Not yet, CAFOLLA. We can still land this thing. There's got to be something.
Maybe if we...
Found the fire, Jason.
Who the hell are you?
Would you believe the AA? Oh, you've had some cowboys in here. Whoops. Jason, hold that.
What for?
I don't want you to feel left out. Open for suggestions here, people.
Total shutdown of the craft. Reboot the system.
That'd take too long. We crashed long before it restarted.
Anything else?
Channel the power from the cannons into the main system.
No, those instruments are broken.
Doctor, shouldn't we get into the TARDIS?
In a minute, that's the boring way. You, what have you got? Great impression of us dying in the next 30 seconds, but not helpful.
Try looping the fuel back through the cells. Give the system a shock.
That's it! Give me a hand here.
There we go! Well, thank you, whoever you are.
Oh, no problem. Suppose we've got time for introductions now. I'm the Doctor. This young man is Jason.
Hey.
Pleased to meet you. I'm...
Let me guess. You're Vice Captain JONSKI, then there's Private KISSACK, Engineers Bell and Gautier, and... Sorry, I can't read your name badge.
Lieutenant CAFOLLA, ma'am.
Lovely. Next question. Who crashed the ship?
What?
I've checked your engines. This was internal sabotage.
By who?
Someone who works on the engines? Just a guess. You've got 2 engineers. Bell told me how to fix the problem. Ergo... something to share with the class, Gautier.
Rutan! Ah!
KISSACK!
Now. Nobody move.
A Rutan. Haven't seen one of your lot in a long time.
You won't for much longer, unless you comply.
Now listen, I'm the captain of this ship.
Vice Captain, wasn't it? Sorry about your crew member, really, but there are casualties in war.
This is not our war.
You stray onto the battlefield, you know what to expect.
Don't antagonize her.
I needed access onto the planet. I knew they'd practically ignore a ship like this. No time for sport.
And by they, you mean...
Who do you think?
Sontarans.
For the glory of Sontar.
For the glory of Sontar.
Anything to report, Lieutenant RIKS?
Defences are holding against the Rutan forces, but a human ship managed to break through. A probe droid found them somewhere in the northern deserts.
Those pink weasels? Ignore it. The laser monkeys will take care of them.
Yes, sir, but the scan picked up Rutan DNA among them.
Rutans.
I've dispatched some scouts to investigate.
Without my command?
Well, yes, General.
Good initiative, soldier. Keep me informed of their progress.
Yes, General. For the glory of Sontar.
For the glory of Sontar.
You've broken through their barricade? Now what?
There's a Sontaran command post about 3 miles out. It coordinates the military operations for this entire region. If I can disable it, a small task force can descend, make a proper assault on the surface. This is the closest we've come to Sontar in nearly 3 millennia. I will not waste this chance.
Well, good luck with that. Doctor, we should maybe be going. All that.
Nobody is leaving my sight. All of you, follow me.
So who are the Sontarans?
Clone warrior race. They've been fighting the Rutans for 50,000 years now. Quite the commitment. Except that's not what's bugging me.
Then what is?
That moon the Shadow Host transported you to. And Soator. It orbits this planet. Weird coincidence.
You don't think it's a coincidence?
No, just saying that to reassure you.
Nothing you've ever said to me has been 100% reassuring.
That's a relief. Keep an eye out. Something's not right about all this.
I still don't understand why you need us. Let me go back to my ship, repair it.
Your ship is destroyed. I did too good a job with the engines.
Let me be the judge of that.
Not yet. You might make useful shields against any Sontaran scouts.
That's a war crime!
By your laws, maybe. We have no such restrictions. The Sontarans certainly don't.
No restrictions against killing my crew, either.
That was a mistake. Self-defense, I promise you. Once this mission is complete, I will request a cruiser to transport you to neutral space. Try and run, please. See how far you get.
Captain, I've got a plan. Snag these on the way out. EMP bombs. If we can get these near that Rutan, maybe we can shut down its electricity.
Then what, Belle? We'd be stranded out here with a broken ship. She's promised us passage off the planet if we help her. That's all we can do.
Not like you to give up.
No, it wasn't like Podolsey to give up. I'll give up all I like if it gets us out of here.
Captain, it's okay. We can make it through this, right?
Get down!
Back to the ship. Quick! Well, I can't move.
It's Sontar's gravity. Too strong for sudden movement.
Belle, get down!
It's okay. I've got this.
Human scum!
Who said anything about human?
A perfect body to copy.
It's not over yet. There's 3 more bikes on the way. Think they'll fall for your disguise?
If they don't, we're all dead.
And how will you explain their dead comrade?
Hide the body. Shield it.
Commander, have you apprehended the humans?
Yes, I have.
And your transport?
One of these humans disabled it. A female.
I see. And which ones are female?
It was the one on the left.
Ah, yes, Commander. Shall I destroy her?
No!
Want
me to step in on the heroism? Or step in front of the gun?
No, I've got this. We're better used to you alive than dead. We have useful intelligence.
As much as it pains me to say it, the human is correct. It would be better to interrogate them, discover how they breached our barrier.
Very well, Commander. Allow me to call for a transport pod.
That won't be necessary. Sontarans. Such simple beings.
Lieutenant Morg, have you located the breach?
Yes, sir. Threat eliminated. We're heading back to base now.
Very good.
Doctor, with me. You too, Vice Captain.
Jason, go back to the TARDIS. Take the slot with you. Wait for me there.
And if you don't come back?
Watch a bit of TV. Catch up on Time Slip or Space Love Island.
Space Love Island?
I wouldn't recommend it. Rubbish atmosphere. I'll come back. Trust me.
Right. CAFOLLA, lead the way.
we approach the command facility. The bike should have built-in security codes to disable the laser grid.
And if they don't?
You will have your freedom.
Alright, you're inside. Now what?
We need internal schematics.
Over here. I can't understand this map at all.
Mapping isn't Sontaran's biggest priority. They once used sat-navs for conquest.
How did that work?
Better than you'd think, actually.
There'll be a reactor room somewhere on the lower levels. It shouldn't be too difficult to sabotage.
And take every living thing out in this building. Very efficient.
Sontarans born to die. Why not support them in their endeavour?
Why fight them at all?
This way. Should be down here.
Why do you need us? I doubt we'll be good shields for long in these tight spaces.
The Sontarans have some wit in them. Their security is coded against Rutan DNA. Even disguised, I can't break through.
And we can?
Humans on Sontar, they don't believe in miracles.
Well done on keeping your cool, by the way.
My cool?
You're cool. I've seen a lot of captains in situations like this. By now they've tried to shoot their attacker and probably gotten shot themselves in the process. Your restraint is a rather nice change of pace.
Shooting first hardly worked out for KISSACK.
But it gave you a window to attack. You could have taken it.
What are you discussing?
Oh, fourth dimensional crop rotation. Saves on waiting for harvest season.
I couldn't have attacked. I was unarmed.
A captain without a gun in a war zone. Quite the time to be a pacifist.
I'm not. But Podolsky was.
Your former captain.
We ended up in the middle of a skirmish on Zeston 4. Rutans trying to claim territory from the Sontarans. Imagine it. They used planets like old Earth trench warfare. Dozens lined up to protect their homeworld. All dead husks of what they were. Probably when that Rutan got on board. Podolsky was killed when we tried to escape. He was trying to negotiate with them to let us go free, and they just killed him. We didn't even have a body to mourn.
All that. 3 crew members dead by Rutan tendrils. You in a position you never asked for. And look at you. Perfectly calm.
Oh, I'm not calm, Doctor. I'm waiting.
Control. I've infiltrated the Sontaran facility. I'm making my way to the reactor. And there's something else. I've captured the Doctor.
Oh, I've missed this artificial gravity. I can actually move properly. Oh, God. KISSACK. We should...
Yeah. I thought you were going to...
I'm not going to touch him. You do it.
I mean, fine, but I don't see why...
You knew him better, so...
All the more reason as to why I don't want to drag his corpse about.
Guys, I'll do it. Where do you want him?
On the table is fine.
Can one of you...
Yeah, I'll get his legs.
I'll get a blanket.
You've done that before.
Once. A guy overdosed next to me in his sleep. Nothing we could do to save him, but... somebody wanted the floor space.
Here.
Okay. What's the plan now?
Why are you looking at me?
I'm a lowly engineer. You're the lieutenant. You come up with a plan.
Well, I don't know. It's Captain JONSKI's job to...
To think? No, it isn't. It was Podolsky's job, then JONSKI's if he was stuck. Now it's JONSKI's job, but since she's not here, the thinking falls to you. You're second in command now. Deal with it.
Right. Well, let's see what Jason has to say. My word.
Don't pass out again.
I know. It's a lot to take in. We're safer in here than out there, though. Plus, we've got Netflix.
Yes, very secure. We can wait it out in here until Captain JONSKI returns.
You can. I just want to lie down for a second. We need to go after the others.
You want to follow a Rutan warrior into a Sontaran war room?
No, I really don't. But I can't sit around here doing nothing. We need to help the doctor. And your captain.
Look, I'm not taking orders from a civvy.
Then don't. But I'm going out there with or without you. Any help would be nice.
He's right, Belle. JONSKI will be counting on us.
As you command.
Okay, good.
So what's the plan?
Let's arm ourselves and work from there.
Sure thing.
Scouting party, report. I repeat, scouting party, report.
Is there an issue, Lieutenant?
The scouting party sent out to locate the breach is not responding. I had word they were headed back. Their transport has re-entered the facility, but now they've gone silent.
You had word. From who?
One of our troopers, sir. They said the threat was neutralized.
One of our troopers. Lieutenant RIKS, did this threat not supposedly include a Rutan?
Well, yes.
So, did it not occur to you that it wasn't one of our troopers who responded?
No.
Engage additional security measures. Motion sensors, acid drones, razor ceilings. Find the intruders. Now.
Yes, General. On it.
Good. Fail me again and you will share their fate.
For the glory of Sontar.
Jason?
Yeah?
When you came up with this genius plan for us to storm a Sontaran military base, had you considered how far away it was?
Yeah, I did. But I forgot about the gravity.
Ugh.
Are you sure this is the way we came?
I think so. Our footprints must have blown away.
No, that's the planet. Automatic sand.
Automatic sand?
Cleans up after itself. Removes any tracks an enemy could follow. Sontar is designed for war. Literally.
50,000 years of conflict. They had to come up with some new ideas eventually.
It's the same idea with a new coat of paint. The Sontarans are only original in their capability to destroy. CAFOLLA, I think you're right. This wasn't the way. We must have gone off course.
We need to look for something we'll recognise. Landmarks. Like that crashed bike.
Finding something destroyed on Sontar. Good luck with that.
Good point. Let's head back to the ship. We can retrace our steps. Did you hear that?
Could be rats or something.
Anything living on this planet probably has a missile strapped to it. If they are rats, they're lethal.
I think going back to the ship is a very good idea.
What the?
Laser monkeys.
Nobody make any sudden movements.
It's okay. The gravity is stopping me from shaking. Oh God.
You're welcome.
6 of them. Thanks.
I can take out this one, possibly one more. Maybe they'll think I'm the only threat and leave you two alone.
You can't know that. Any aggression and they'll kill us all.
Have you got any better ideas?
I might have. How do these EMPs work?
Flick the switch on the side, then throw. But you activate that, it'll take out all our weapons. We'll be defenseless.
It'll take out their weapons too. It's this or the Han Solo approach. Except you'll be Greedo instead.
What?
Sorry, my boyfriend's ex-boyfriend. Whatever, he's a sci-fi geek. I've picked some things up.
CAFOLLA?
Okay. Yeah, do it. They're shut down. It's okay. Oh, thank God.
They're rebooting.
Run.
We're out of range. It's okay.
Cloning facility. Damn, I could have sworn the reactor was here.
I was gonna say I thought this way looked non-reactory.
And you said nothing?
I don't like to interfere.
What is it?
Something about these cloning tanks. Something familiar.
You've seen a Sontaran cloning bay before?
Must have done at some point. I've been around. But that's not it. Sontar and Soator back to tanks. There's a connection between all this. But what?
Here, we're floor 2 high. There should be an access chute somewhere in here.
Motion detected. Deploying trooper.
It's growing a Sontaran.
Shut it down.
All right. Oh, deadlocked. When did they start showing intelligence? Since the last time I saw these tanks. Oh, deadlock's on the door too. Oh, did they have a sail on? Gautier, you mentioned an access chute.
Somewhere in here, but this map is so distorted.
Let's see.
Doctor, it's out.
Halt, human scum. For the glory of Sontar.
Don't you touch her.
Why should I take orders from a human?
I'm not human. Take orders from me all you like. Preferably a lot.
Identify yourself.
Come on, who'd spend this long talking at Sontaran?
Doctor.
The very same. How have you been? Your 20 million siblings doing okay?
The might of Sontar prevails.
Are all your first words like this?
You and the human will accompany me to high command.
What a novel idea. But I'd rather not. I've got places to be. I'm late for drinks with Henry XII. Or possibly early. Gautier!
You and the human will accompany me to high command. General SCOX.
Yes, trooper.
I have captured 2 intruders in the cloning bay and murdered a Rutan spy. One of the intruders is the Doctor.
Really? Doctor. Our esteemed foe.
The other one, sir.
Doctor. Our esteemed foe. Dismissed. Back to your duties.
I have no duties, General.
Fresh out, trooper.
Indeed, General.
Did you get him anything for his birthday? Because I'll feel really bad if I'm the only one who didn't.
Report to Commander Lix for designation and assignments.
As you command. For the glory of Sontar.
For the glory of Sontar. What do you think of our operation, Doctor? This is the height of Sontaran military power. A perfect example of...
Morons at war? Nothing new. All these command centres look so samey. Just once, I'd like to see some proper creative input. Start with some flowers, add a splash of colour.
I do not wish to discuss interior design with you, Doctor.
Shame. I was going to start charging a consulting fee.
Doctor, should you really be winding him up?
Why not? It passes the time.
I've heard the legends, Doctor. Earth, Gallifrey, the Horsehead Nebula. You are as worthy a foe as the Rutans. But you are one life form. Tiny. And in my grasp. I will not make the mistakes of my brethren.
Then let me go. Because you know the mistakes they made, General SCOX? They kept fighting. I warned them, I really did. And they didn't listen. Then they burned. I could stop this war in a day. I've stopped bigger. Reaped the cost. Wiping you out would weigh very little on my conscience, trust me.
I do not doubt your instincts, Doctor. But your conviction? No. If you truly had such capabilities, this war would never have begun. Your TARDIS would see to that.
I've been happy to leave you be for centuries. Fight it out, reduce yourself to rebels, I don't care. But this war is stretching beyond your petty boundaries. When innocents die, when the bloodshed spreads across the cosmos, that's when I step in. Besides, you had rudimentary time travel. Why not stop the Rutans from ever attacking Sontar?
Such a tactic would be cowardice. You will be executed at sunset, and we shall broadcast the event across the 7 galaxies. A reminder to the Rutans of the might of the Sontaran Empire. Lieutenant, take them away.
With pleasure, General.
I think we've lost them. Hey, Jason, could you pass me that flask?
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's alright, I wasn't thirsty or anything.
Oh, sorry, I was. Besides, it's fine, we can refill it from that lake.
Are you sure?
Acid. Nice spot, Jason.
Yeah, well, when you said this place was lethal, I started thinking about the worst case scenario for everything. Although I think we peaked at laser monkeys.
Any other insights?
Other than this entire planet being quicksand and swallowing us whole, not much. I didn't like that thought either, but I'm not suffering alone with it.
I'm going to scout out the area. Try not to sink.
She's really got you whipped.
I know. She should be lieutenant. Never mind that. She should be captain. I doubt Captain JONSKI would mind losing all that pressure. She'd be brilliant.
Yeah. I'm with her and all that. But don't sell yourself short. You're lieutenant for a reason, right?
Not a good one. I was just Podolsky's favourite. That's why he promoted me over KISSACK. Big mistake. He should have gotten it.
Then he'd be a dead lieutenant. Rank wouldn't have stopped him trying to shoot that Rutan. Now isn't the time to back away. You've got to prove that he was right to choose you.
I guess.
CAFOLLA, Jason, come and see this. It's our lucky day. We're right by the command facility.
There we go. We made it. Now what?
Let us go! You can't do this to us!
Come on, Captain. Once more onto the breach.
What's that supposed to mean?
If you're going to yell at a Sontaran and get yourself shot, at least add some wit. Just a little, though. They can't comprehend much else.
I don't need wit. I'll kill this creature the first chance I get.
Silence!
The punchline needs work.
You, trooper, restrain this human scum.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant, return to command at once. Humans have been sighted on the perimeter. You are required to coordinate the response.
But, General, the Doctor and the human have not been delivered to...
I trust you can find a trooper to walk a short distance, Lieutenant. Such a skill is not unique to you.
Yes, sir. Escort these prisoners to their cells. Remember to search them. Thoroughly.
Please, don't.
In here.
This is the cloning bay. Why here?
And why is there a dead Sontaran in the doorway?
Silence! You will open the access shaft to the main reactor.
You can do it yourself. Why should we?
Because you're wrong. I can't.
Gautier!
You're alive. How?
Luck. That idiot Sontaran didn't finish the job.
Bully for him.
I triggered the motion sensors again, creating another clone to investigate. I then killed it and used its body to keep the door open while I searched for you. A living handprint is still required for the access shaft.
The why should we still stands.
Your alternative is death.
Both options are death.
But only one is your own.
You said to the General that you'd do it, Doctor.
I'm happy for a Sontaran to be right for once in their lives. My reputation can take it.
Well, I can. I'm sick of this endless war. If it brings us one step closer to being over, then so be it.
You're gonna ally with a Rutan? After what they did to KISSAK, Podolsey. The real Gautier, that's not her in front of you. I bet you anything her body's floating out there in space 3 planets away. Another heap of space junk in this bloody rubbish dump of a galaxy. I know the history of this war and its future. It doesn't end today. Why add to the death?
I'll do what I have to for my crew. They're still stranded out there. This is the only way we're getting off this planet safe.
That's not true. If we can get back to your ship, I've got my TARDIS.
We're not getting back there without support.
I am your support.
You promise. I help you with this, you get my crew to safety.
I've already relayed the information to Control. Once the reactor is down, they can establish a teleport link for you and your crew onto one of our cruisers, away from the conflict.
Okay. I'm sorry.
After you.
Nothing. We're going to siege a Sontaran command facility with some broken weapons and an empty flask.
The Doctor could probably make a scanner out of all this.
I'm not the Doctor. Besides, what's there to scan? Oh, there's a bunch of Sontarans in there, thanks. Never would have guessed.
The first priority is getting inside. There must be some way through that laser grid.
We've got to get to it first. Bet you anything the ground is layered with magnetic cluster mines.
What about their vehicles? Those speeder bikes must have a way through. Maybe there's a safe path through the sand.
Maybe.
There! The grid shut off. Bikes are coming through. You were right, Jason. They can pass right through. Now, how do we...
They see us! Down here!
Yes. Perfect.
Heliosian microconduction. I'd be impressed if I didn't know who was using it. And who's about to destroy it. Go on then. What's your great sabotage plan? Controlled explosives? Hack the system? Hit it with a brick?
No need. I'm rather good at disabling machinery. All too easy.
Alert. Core unstable. Core unstable. Explosion imminent.
I know that voice.
It doesn't matter. We have to go. When's that teleport coming? What the hell are you doing?
You really believed me when I said I'd ferry you off this planet? So gullible.
You lied.
That's the problem with shapeshifters. More often than not, their deception is both internal and external. None of us were ever meant to make it out of here, were we?
What's happening? The Heliosian core has been sabotaged. Detonation imminent.
Doctor. Soldiers, evacuate the building. Follow Plan Sigma.
Evacuate, sir. But what about the glory of...
The glory of death. I will die on the battlefield, soldier. In the glory of war. Not by some treacherous little scheme by the Doctor and an insolent Rutan. Now, follow my orders, Lieutenant, or die a fool.
This is Lieutenant RIKS. The Heliosian core of this facility has been sabotaged. Evacuate immediately. Repeat, evacuate immediately.
Today, war begins anew.
Do you think they're for us?
Keep your voices down.
A female. A weak, feeble male. And a half-form. How pitiful.
Stay back. I'll shoot.
Then do it, boy.
Okay, alright, okay. We surrender. We surrender.
Sontarans do not accept surrender. You will be executed for the glory of Sontar. For the glory of Sontar.
What else have you lied about? When you said small task force...
I must have misspoken. I meant to say...
army. Millions of Rutans descending onto this planet. A bloodbath!
For the glory of the Rutan Empire.
Doctor, there's no way out!
There has to be. There has to be!
The conquest of Sontar begins today!
You have been listening to Doctor Who Out of the Shadows, Episode 8, The Rutan Stowaway, written by Jacob Cook. Starring
EVIE Press as the Doctor.
Jacob Cook as Jason Whittaker.
Olivia Swain as JONSKI.
Martin CAFOLLA as CAFOLLA.
Freya Gautier as Gautier.
Lorna Fraser as General SCOX.
Izzy Flower as Lieutenant RIKS.
Olivia Jones as Belle.
ARTEMIS LAM as the Sontarans.
Jacob FREDA as KISSACK.
Rex Munson as the voice of the computer.
Other parts were played by members of the cast. The production team was as follows: Director, Jacob Cook. Assistant Director, Becky Latcham. Sound Designer, Ollie Fabb. Sound Editors, Caleb Harvey and Tom Lister. Composer, Oliver-Hopkins Burke. Production Assistants, Lyra Zhang and Matthew Redmond. Next time on Doctor Who Out of the Shadows.
Look at me. I'm not Sontaran, not Rutan, not human. You know what that makes me? Important.
Which makes this a much more glorious kill.
What choice do I have?
That's the spirit. Let's go hunting.
This isn't life, it's genocide in a petri dish.
Doctor Who Out of the Shadows is an independent production and has no affiliations with Doctor Who or the BBC. For a full list of cast and crew, visit the link in the episode description. I'm Jacob Cook,